And we are back. So, last we left off, the crew, after dispatching the remnants of the crestfallen pirates within the city of Conwich, decided that due to the various fires and the explosions that happened towards the end of the climactic battle, that it would best be to remove themselves from town, have everyone disperse from the town, just in case the Sea Hag opened up fire on the actual town itself, like they had been threatening to, and decided to flee out into the neighboring farmhouses and land, trying to seek refuge, recoup, and hopefully rest up before making any more decisions on what to do next. So you had traveled through a hidden tunnel beneath the water's rest, not used in a long time.
I can't. Why?
Yep. Okay.
Didn't even say anything.
Didn't have to say anything. You all burst forth from the tunnel and were witness to the very broken, no longer used lighthouse that nobody has ever really investigated before. Towards the northern, outside of the city, the northern part of Conwich. And that's where we left off. So, all of you guys collect yourselves at this point up here. Lieutenant Nazir is with you. What would you guys like to do?
Whew.
Ooh.
Whew.
We gonna get that rest?
I need one after that walk.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna find the darkest corner in the lighthouse and go.
You want to move towards the lighthouse?
Are we not in
Sounds
the
like a good
lighthouse?
plan.
You're not there, no. But I mean, it's up to you guys. Whatever you want to do.
Is there anything to be concerned about around the
Exactly.
lighthouse? Is what I will be asking
Attendant
the
Nazir.
people who are with us. Yes.
Mhm.
I'm gonna say that immediately with you guys, the only one that came with you would be Attendant Nazir, and the wounded people that you kind of carried with you. There's lots of rumors about this part of, well, let's just say that Conwich was moved a few hundred years back for different reasons. Not exactly sure. I wasn't here when it happened. I was just brought here after the passing of the previous attendant. And I know that the lighthouse used to be one of the shining beacons of Conwich that they just left to rot, as you can see. And no one really likes to talk about what's going on out here. There's lots of rumors.
Did the previous attendant pass away from natural causes?
I highly doubt it. It took some time for me to re-sanctify some grounds, as the previous temple was lost.
Is it haunted?
I've been told to not venture there, but it was a crippling blow to my lady, as well as to the people of Conwich. The previous shepherds of Conwich, the noble clan that once ruled this place, which I know not much as well, they apparently had strange practices. Things happened, strange occurrences, disasters and whatnot. And while I do not have all the details, all I know is where we stand now is where the outskirts of the old town once were. I know the old temple is further north here. I'm told, at least. It is more of a briny muck now, full of who knows what. I know that they hunt some of the people from the Dirty Ox Inn. I know that you are familiar with this. Some of them used to hunt toads, large ones, up here, mostly for their illicit purposes.
What if we just Can we not rest in the tunnel itself?
I would not recommend taking an extended rest in the tunnel. It is a temporary respite. The lady granted us leave to venture forth, but it is normally inhabited by a vast amount of water.
I'm fine going in the lighthouse. I enjoy haunted places, so I mean, if you're afraid,
The lady will protect us. You have nothing to fear. I'd be more afraid of it falling on us, to be honest. She kind of looks at it, and it is tilted. Hasn't been. Who knows how old it is? None of you are like engineers or anything.
All right. Well, I'm headed towards the lighthouse.
Okay, you guys moving towards the lighthouse. It's tall. It's somewhere in the neighborhood of maybe 50 feet tall. But pretty good size. The biggest building most of you have seen outside of the actual castle that you guys, the actual like keep structure you saw in Port Torona. Outside of that, this is probably the tallest thing that Rogar has seen in a while, especially just single standing, just like this. The glass appears to be shattered towards the top. You guys can easily tell that off of the glittering starlight that's still above you. And as you look out, you have a great view, because this is a raised area. You have an excellent view of out at sea from where you currently are. As a matter of fact, if you look back, you actually are looking down on Conwich itself, the new Conwich below. You can see the smoldering fire, several of the buildings fully burning. As you look down, you see as there's an explosion, a rather large explosion, as the Codfathers is no more, as the black powder that was being stored in the back has finally lit, and there is nothing left. It is just, it's like, boom, detonation. The ground actually shakes for a moment. Like, oh, shit. And there's just scattering of wood, like a plank kind of lands next to one of you, like a mile away. Ooh, shit. Hope nobody was down there. The rest of the town is starting to burn. There's a lot of stuff happening down there. But as you look down at the wreckage and the ruin, you see that the skiff that was down there is also on fire, as well as the docks themselves and everything else.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
And you look out and you see the sea hag moored pretty far away. For now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to drag the body closer to Tristan with the armor.
Zune has been trying to drag this thing this whole time. It has been a pitiful display. He's been falling behind repeatedly.
It's been an arduous venture.
And at this point, attendant is here. Zune, is there a reason why you are dragging this this devil-looking man with you?
It's a long story, but long story short, I just need to know how this armor works, and I'm not sure how.
Could you not have just stripped him of it and then
I
left
did,
him
but it no longer it's not as shiny and magnificent like it was, and I need to know how, and I don't want to risk missing anything.
Okay.
So
all right. And she kind of,
I didn't want to lose the body just in case there was something important.
not wanting to say anything, kind of walks towards the actual
Are you
lighthouse.
sure you don't want to know a little bit?
That's
Okay.
okay.
That's
That's
fine.
okay. I'm going to
No.
begin setting up a small shelter out here, and she begins to kind of roll out some mats outside of the tower. She doesn't want to go inside, from what you guys can tell.
I will not go inside.
Any of you? What are the rest of you doing?
well, I'm going to identify things.
Okay.
I'm also going to bring back my familiar.
Oh, okay. So you take I believe it's an hour isn't it?
It is an hour.
It's an hour. Do you want to take an hour to?
I mean, if it's gonna hinder my long rest, then no.
It might, depending on what you guys are doing.
Damn it. Never mind then.
Okay.
I need the rest.
Okay. So, do you want to identify these items though? While everybody's sitting in the
Yes, I'll
camp?
identify the items.
Okay. So what are you identifying?
We're gonna save the armor for last.
Of course you are. So what are you identifying?
Kristen's just laughing at the fact that body's been dragged around so long. The first thing that's brought to me, because I was talking to boars when they were pilfering people.
Mm-hmm.
So the only thing I know of is the armor and a sword.
Okay. All right. Actually, Zune has all of the new things. Because Zune also took Smug Eye's dagger, if I remember correctly, which is magical. So here's what you'll find out. Let's start off with Smug Eye's dagger. It is serrated, cold, and there's still, even now, there's still a bead of black liquid at the tip. And this is known as a dagger of venom. It is magical.
This is a dagger of venom. Sets it down, moves on to the next one.
Okay. It does give you a +1 bonus to attacks and damage rolls, by the way. Plus, as a bonus action, you can coat it with a poison, and if they fail a D15 Constitution saving throw, they take 2d10 poison damage and are poisoned for 1 minute.
So whoever wants to claim that one, they can. It's just sitting on the ground right now.
Okay. Dagger of venom. Next would be the rapier, Malthos's rapier, which, when looked at, you see that first off, it is very well crafted, and it is also extremely what's the word? What languages do you speak, Trist?
Common, Elvish, and Goblin.
Okay, you don't recognize any of the language. There is definitely a language on this. I'll tell you what, because Valerie likes to hang around you sometimes. Say that Valerie, you catch.
She was in a dark corner of the lighthouse.
I will say Valerie catches this because she speaks Infernal, and there is Infernal on the outside of this sheath. And it basically says in Infernal, it's the Infernal equivalent to harm.
Isn't that every rapier?
And this is known as a vicious rapier.
Oh, nice.
It's just it is magical. It is not like a +1 plus anything like that. But if you ever roll a 20 on your attack roll with this magic weapon, the target takes an additional 7 damage if the weapon's type. So if you stab somebody with it, they take an extra 7 piercing damage.
I don't know who of us would be able to use this weapon, but
Zune can.
we could. Yes. I think Zune also took the dagger.
Of course she did.
Well, you know, I mean, if you're going to be treated like a thief, you might as well just live up to it.
Sets the rapier down, moves on to the armor.
Oh, let me get it up real fast.
And
Okay.
what was that called? The rapier of what?
Let's go. A vicious rapier.
Vicious rapier.
Last but not least, the tough but flexible, very plain-looking studded leather armor. As you begin to inspect it, first off, it is very much magical, Trist. As well, this is a +1 studded leather armor, and it has a further enchantment where the wearer can use a bonus action to speak a command word, which you will learn, which causes the armor to assume the appearance of a normal set of clothing or some other kind of armor. You decide what it looks like, including color, style, and accessories. The armor retains its normal bulk and weight. The illusion appearance lasts until you use this property again or remove the armor. This is known as a glamored studded leather.
Oh my god.
Right.
Glamored studded leather.
So
Can you wear studded leather, Tristan?
no, only
Okay, I
I
didn't
cannot
think
wear
so.
any armor. I'll look
It's
dead in the dead face right at Zune. Put the armor on.
Okay, I'm excited, stripping, yeah, throwing clothes on.
Oh yeah.
Now
See,
think of a clothing outfit that you'd like to wear and say this word, whatever the command word is.
It's whatever you want it to be soon.
I'm going to think of the most outlandish peacock frill, disgustingly loud outfit I can.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
obnoxious, like distracting in
Uh-huh.
battle and makes you
Uh-huh.
uncomfortable to keep fighting because
Mhm.
what the hell is that?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's like
As
this.
soon as he says it, it's just
It's like it's like puffs out, like puffs out. You're like, oh my! It's like there's lots of pinks and
Silk.
turquoise. Yeah, lots of like
Oh.
layers of silk ruffles.
Oh god.
It's like a
I'm picturing
jerkin, kind of.
Elton John right now.
Yeah, Elton
Yes.
John, very Elton
Yes.
John. Very Elton John.
Mm.
Now I will say,
I was thinking more Liberace.
or Liberace.
A
Yeah,
mixture. Why not
Yeah.
both? They both have
I'll
a
say,
baby. Boom. That's
it is.
me.
It is not
Oh,
the head.
Liberace and Elton John's baby.
No head. It's just it's just armor. So
That's
just
fine, I'll
like
get a
chest
hat.
and legs and arms, basically.
Oh, I need a hat.
Yeah. You will need. It does not do boots.
Oh, I need nice boots.
Get yourself
I need a
some nice
hat.
boots. Actually, that might be included with studded leather. We'll say it does the boots. Fuck it. You can have the
thank
boots.
you.
Why
I need
not?
to find a nice hat.
You'll probably need a nice hat though. It doesn't do hats.
I need something with a plumed feather.
So
You get
they,
the whole thing
you
going.
go. You can look like whatever the hell you want to look like. You just make it. It just looks like it. So, and it's +1 studded leather, so it's pretty good.
And what's the name of it again? I'm sorry.
The glamored studded leather.
Glamored studded leather.
Mhm.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. Is there anything else you would like to look at, Trist?
I have that body if you want to see if there's anything fun with it.
Body. No, I'm hoping somebody takes the body away.
It's just
I'll
kind of
take it
laying
away.
there. It's kind of laying there still. You do notice, Zune, as you've stripped this body down at this point. I'll just give it to you guys. Trist, you see it immediately with your passive investigation. It's so ridiculous. Trist, you see that there is a 9-pointed star tattoo on this person's neck.
That's familiar.
It is familiar.
Yeah. I guess this is why Jade was having those nightmares. Probably related to the succubus. Anyway,
You also find a pouch full of 20 shots for the pistol.
I thought you were gonna say 20 gold.
There's no gold.
Damn
No
it.
gold.
Did Mo, did you take that rifle?
He took some ammo too. You did, Moog, by the way.
I did take the rifle. That's right. I took
You-
Bernie's
you're
rifle.
at the very beginning, the first tower.
Yeah, I took Bernie's rifle. I took Bernie's rifle.
Moog
Awesome.
has too much
Was
shit
it
on
black
his back.
powder? Is it bullets or was it powder?
It's black powder. These are both black powder.
So it's like a
Toss it to
musket.
Moog.
Like
Moog,
muskets.
make sure you don't let that bag catch on fire.
Moog already
Boom.
has a pouch full of
Yes.
rifle like bullets. These are for pistols and only pistols.
Oh, well.
Smaller.
I'll hold
You
the
still
little
use it as a grenade.
pistol. I'll hold
Yeah.
the pistol I stole to Tristan. Yeah.
Pistol too.
Yep. It's you don't now. You can spend time looking at it, Trist. You don't. It's
Yeah.
mechanical. It's not. It's
Yeah,
not
this-
magical.
This. I don't want this.
Oh shit!
Give this to Moog.
I'll hand it over to Moog.
Moog, do you want the pistol?
Yes, I do. I'll take the
Okay.
pistol.
Black powder pistol with 20 shot, and then you have a black powder rifle, and I believe you had 30 or 40 shots with that.
I'll say
My God.
30.
Yeah, 30.
I'm gonna have to
He
get
had
you
40.
good Get good at that.
Yeah, you're
40?
gonna have to spend
Okay.
some endeavors on those.
Yeah, you don't have proficiency yet, but I'll inform you more about them as you use them, if you do use them. So, with all of that doled out, are we taking a long rest here?
Yes.
Yes, we are.
Tristan will take the first watch
Too well.
as he smokes his pipe, staring over the cliffside. Wind in his hair.
And slightly tussling his hair.
Staring out.
Very Jon Snow.
Yes, I like it. I like the Jon Snow aspect here. Go ahead and whoever's taking first watch, give me a perception test.
Rogar will go with him. No one else
That
does.
was a natural one. I'm too caught up in myself.
Something interesting is going to happen with that. Are you going with him, Rogar?
Oh, fuck,
I am.
that's right.
Okay.
16.
Let me roll on this table real fast. Okay. Sure. All right. So, as you guys are all bedding down, I'm mostly outside the tower for now. Trist, there's got a small camp set up, no fire or anything. It's actually, I mean, it's relatively warm right now. You know, you guys are in the kind of summer temperature. And Trist, you get lost smoking your pipe.
Yes.
Rogar, you're looking out, watching the town burn, essentially. You're down there, keeping an eye on the sea hag simultaneously, kind of going between the two. You lose track of Trist. He's kind of somewhere off, maybe by the lighthouse, possibly slightly out of view. Trist, as you're smoking your pipe, you exhale a large waft of smoke. And as you do, it's almost like it parts around a face, just 2-3 feet from you. It parts around and you kind of sit up for a second. And you're looking at yourself. Shit. Someone on their hands and knees looking up at you. It looks just like you, except for ragged, wounded. Reaches out. Don't go! And then he collapses.
Don't go where? Don't go where?
You're like, you say, don't go. Do you say it out loud?
I do.
Don't go where? Don't go where? And as you look down, there's nothing there. Go ahead and give me a charisma saving throw, Craig.
That's not good. It's a 10.
It's a 10. All right. Trist, you feel agitated, but that is the exact number you needed for the first pass of this. And you will actually be capable of getting a long rest now.
Woo.
You were slightly disturbed.
Mm-hmm.
You're not exactly sure what the hell just happened.
Yeah. Very, very fidgety now, like constantly
Yeah.
like rocking his leg. Tapping on things.
Rogar, you heard Trist speak, and you heard another voice, just like Trist, speak aloud, audibly.
Did I see it or not see it?
I'll say you
I just
didn't
heard
see it. With your 16, you didn't see it, but you heard for sure.
How far away is he from me?
We'll probably give you like maybe 15, 20 feet or so.
Okay. Who were you talking to, sorcerer? I heard another.
Rogar, do you ever talk to yourself?
I do not.
You never have like a voice in your head or nothing like that.
Just stares at him blankly.
Yeah.
But
So.
it was not a voice in my head. I heard two voices.
Yeah, I'm just
Yours and
asking
another.
if you ever have a time where you ever sit there and think and talk to yourself. Guess
And
you
again,
don't.
stairs.
No. He stares at you blankly.
Well, sometimes, Rogar, I see myself, and you've seen it before whenever I make duplicates of myself. Usually there are different variations of them each time, but they just mirror whatever I do. Occasionally, there's versions of me that are not me. And I saw one. That was looking right at my face and said, just told me, don't go. And it just disappeared.
Just like talking to a janitor, trying to teach him
Yes.
how to do astrophysics.
Rogar, you're easy to talk to. You never say anything back.
We're just letting Tristan talk and
These
staring.
strange words are beating over you.
Maybe nodding his head sometimes, but just look of confusion on his face.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It occasionally happens. I don't know how or why. I know it has something to do with the book, but I can't figure out why.
Mm-hmm.
But
My head is hurting now. I must rest. I
must rest. Yes, indeed.
yeah, good. It was good talk, Rogar. Good talk.
Good talk. The rest of your watch goes relatively uneventful. Besides a few explosions here or there down at the city. Does anybody else want to take a watch? Zoom does. And Velry? Why don't you guys give me perception test? Oh, and Moog. Moog wants in on it too. Good thing, Moog, because I was about to do something for you, Moog. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. Either way, whatever.
That's fine. So 14 for Velry. 23 for Zune. You're still at disadvantage right now, Zune. Damn it! 23 it is. Moog, give me a perception test at advantage.
Okay.
Because of your stuff. You lucky son of a bitch. How do you consistently do this?
Well, that's
Have
a terrible
advantage.
roll. That was a terrible roll.
I know. That's working in your favor right now.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
I will say that you're actually technically asleep still, Moog.
Oh, good.
Velry and
Oh, right,
Zoom,
because I got the shield.
the shield was doing something. Velry and Moog, you guys are up and taking your watch. Zune a little bit more, perhaps just emboldened by all of the new things, all the new trinkets and doodads, just feeling really good, feeling confident. Seizing the day, looking out into the night sky. Velry, your being is observant as normal. But Zune, you do notice that as you kind of glance over where Moog is sleeping, you see that the bugbear is fidgeting. Looks like he's having a nightmare, vivid nightmare. And he is clutching the shield with both of his big arms wrapped around it, just like to his chest as he's kind of rolling around, fidgeting. You kind of stare at him for a minute. Then he eventually stops.
Okay. Doing anything else? He's just had a nightmare as far as I can tell.
With a 24, you hear him pass gas.
I see him
And-
pass gas.
Yeah, you see it even. You see it visibly. You see the butt kind of perk up, and then you hear a little, and then he just kind of relaxes
Cheeseburgers.
and finishes going to sleep.
Oh,
The waft of cheese and beef.
Beef and cheese.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of hairy small bass.
Yeah. Oh, it's bad. I'm sure it's bad.
It's fantastic.
I'm not sure what kind of teepee he uses, but he should use more.
But this kind of
Cover yourself. Yes.
With the mustard gas.
What looks like silks and plumes, but it's really an illusion. So you go to cover it and you're like, damn, it doesn't actually work. Just shove your head further into your armor. But yes. Your guys' watch goes uneventful. And the next morning comes bright and early. You've all completed a long rest. Get all your things back.
Yay!
Soon you recover from your exhaustion. Everybody comes to well rested. What are we doing?
time to go blow up a ship. This is fine.
What's for breakfast?
I'm going
Well,
to.
I mean, Rogar
Correct.
is good at hunting, and Beller's got a bag of spices.
That's better
I'm-
than my idea.
I'm hungry.
I'm gonna just drag the body away a little further.
I can,
Sorry.
I can provide.
What's
And-
the
Yes.
what's the ship in the town look like currently as we are
Ship-
starting to
The
prepare?
ship hasn't moved.
Hasn't moved an inch. Doesn't look like it's moved any.
Hasn't
Okay.
moved yet. Not that you can tell.
How early is it in the morning?
We'll say that you guys wanted to get up relatively early, but you need a minimum of, I believe some of you
Eight
need
hours?
a minimum of 8. Well, if you push it, maybe like 6 or 7. So that puts you guys at somewhere around like 9 o'clock, maybe.
Okay.
Sun's fully out. Well, actually, no. Let's see if the sun's fully out. Does somebody want to roll me a d20? Because I have got a full shebang on this.
We all know.
And rolled a 15. Wait. 2 people rolled. 3 people rolled here.
Hold on.
4 people rolled. Who's rolling, damn it? There's only 1 roll. Oh, yeah, why not? Let's just, Tris, you roll 2. Why not everybody
Thank
roll
you.
a damn
I want to be
number?
included.
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
not?
Let's talk about that.
You know what? I'm
Uh,
picking the worst one. So this is happening now. Since everyone wants to roll, I'm picking the worst one.
Oh, you know,
Exactly.
Hopefully,
Nope.
it was mode.
This is happening. Let's see here. Pull up my chart, please. Where are you?
hurricane. Check.
Sure, does hurricane come from?
Shit. Okay. It is, ironically, there are some storm clouds rolling in right now.
It's great. The
There's
ship.
going to be, it looks like there might be inclement weather on the horizon
Sure. Hopefully, Mother Nature takes care of the ship.
as well. Yeah, that's what you get for now. Inclement weather. Looks like the rain is definitely starting to roll in. These large foreboding clouds. A crash of lightning off in the distance. Moving in the direction of the city.
Might be a stretch, but judging from where I'm from, stormy weather all the time. Can I tell would this be just a regular old storm? It's a stretch.
Give me a nature check.
Shit, hell yeah, here I go, put on my nature hat.
Put on.
Natural one.
Let me roll on the table again. Okay.
Standing on the edge of the cliff.
As you are looking out, Trist, you're looking at the storm clouds. Everybody's kind of packing up their stuff. You guys have already somewhat. Well, I'm not sure if you guys have eaten yet. Trist is just kind of judging this real quickly.
Yes, I'm waiting on my food.
I'll say that Attendant Nazir, She says, hold on, I can provide. And she actually takes some water, and she has like a small tray she produces, and she pours the water onto the tray. And as she does, it begins to congeal into masses. And then within moments, there is bread and some kind of like a rice cake almost. Everything looks extremely bland,
Yes.
but edible. As she just makes food from the ether.
Get Valery's bag of spices and try and spice up this rice.
Spice it up. Spice it up. But as this is happening, Trist is kind of looking out, and Trist, as you are watching, you see. Is anybody else kind of paying attention? Anybody? No.
Rogar is.
Rogar is. Zune, you are as well. Okay, Rogar and Zune at least. Valerie.
Everyone's
Molly
staring at
probably
you, Tris.
didn't
Yes,
care.
everyone's gonna stare at me now.
I was probably too busy eating the dead body that Zune had brought along.
Oh God!
Oh
So,
my god.
give me a
Glad he
stealth
didn't
check,
go to
Valerie, or
waste.
are you just blatantly gonna eat this man in front of the priest?
That man's blood is poisonous to vampires.
Or that is
Oh.
true. It is technically.
He's poisoned?
Now
He's dead.
we go. Now this is where we get into strange territory because you are.
What happens in True Blood?
Well, we're not. Damn it, we're not doing True Blood.
It's large.
You are not quite a vampire, so there are certain rules that don't apply. For instance, theoretically, you should be burning alive in sunlight. Also, you should not be able to cross running water, let alone swim in it. You should start melting inside of it. So there are certain things that are wishy-washy. So if you want to eat this man, that is up to you. Did you do this during your watch, or are you doing this in front of everyone?
Or
Or
around some trees, I see
Mhm.
some livestock, wild animals around.
Shit.
Give
I
me a
hope it's that
survival
squirrel.
check,
I
Valerie.
hope it's that old decrepit squirrel.
you already killed one of those.
19.
19. I will say, Valerie, you actually do find a decently sized boar that is kind of walking around out there, kind of sniffing for truffling, basically looking for food.
So I'll go
Attack it.
drain the blood of that and then bring back the
Yes.
meat for Rogar to
He will not
prepare.
survive a vicious onslaught from Valerie, so I'll just say it dies as you just kind of spring out of a nearby thicket. You're like,
I want ham and
onto it,
eggs.
start ripping it, rip it to pieces, and you kind
Bring
of
back
drag
the meat
it
for
there.
everyone.
Kind of, and I'm assuming when she brings it back, it looks. Not only does it look slightly like ripped to pieces, but also somehow there's most of its blood's missing. Strange. Don't know what
I hear
happened with
boar
that.
screaming in the
Kosher,
distance.
you know.
Yeah,
Go hang it
exactly.
upside down.
Yeah, who knows?
A few prayers. We're good.
Who knows?
Thank you.
But yes, you guys gonna have some nice bacon or ham, basically
Yes.
Kosher
ham,
bacon.
with your meal. I'm sure Rogar enjoys it thoroughly. But Trist, as you're looking out, something strange begins to happen because you're looking out and you see the ship moored. And then it's almost like a duplicate of the ship, like the ship begins to split in two. And there's two versions of the ship. They're like right next to each other, almost like a mirror image. You're looking at it, you kind of start to massage, and then you look down, your hand is split the same way.
No.
Almost like you're in two places at once, dressed.
I look around me.
You begin to look around. You look back behind you, and you see the broken tower, the broken remnants of the lighthouse. But then standing next to it, perfectly erect and in pristine condition, you see a lighthouse in all of its glory. And
Well, that's pretty cool.
did you say that?
I do.
Okay. That's pretty cool. And then a hand touches your shoulder. And you turn around, and there's a gigantic eye. And what you thought was a hand was actually some kind of writhing appendage, a tentacle, or something else from beyond that sticks to you with inky blackness.
Yeah, start backpedaling, backing up, tripping over things.
Trist, I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. I'm gonna re-roll that one if I can.
Sure, why not?
All right. Fuck, it was worse. Oh well.
So, who was paying attention? Zune? Rogar?
Yeah.
You watch as Trist is looking at the lighthouse and begins to panic. And suddenly, you don't see anything, but then suddenly the two of you begin to see flashes of light around him. Strange, almost like reality is thinning in spots around him. And as he begins to panic and move backwards, he trips and falls off the side of the cliff.
Oh, shit.
I run over as quickly as I can to see if I can still on.
Go ahead and give me an athletics check, Rogar.
All right. Seventeen.
Rogar rather quickly jumps out. I'll say that with the 17, you're able to barely grab a hold of Trist. He's like, his feet are on the edge, and he's like almost about to fall off. You kind of grab a hold of like the front of his clothes. Grab a hold, and he's like, and you look down, Trist, and it's about a 400-foot drop.
Oh yeah.
Sharp rocks on the bottom.
Roger pulls him up, if he can.
Pull him up. Shouldn't say
Foolish boy! As I pull him up, you know?
Pull him up.
You didn't see it?
Said we started to see. It seemed as though reality was bending. Correct.
You're not sure what was going on with him. Something weird was happening. You have
Sorcery.
no idea. It looked like almost like magic was happening. That would be the closest thing you'd be able to akin it to.
It looked like you were doing magic, maybe.
No, it was an eye that it touched me with its tendrils, and you didn't see it.
No, I did not see that.
I looked back at the tower.
Magic next to a cliff.
All I did was look out of the ship.
Did you get any sleep?
Yes. Did you?
Yeah, but are you sure you're okay? I mean, like, are you sure that maybe you don't need to go lay down for a little bit longer?
I'm fine.
Go eat your ham.
Yes. There's ham.
Yes.
There's ham.
There is ham.
Ooh. Thank you, Rogar.
Well, it's not
It is
me.
ham.
It's her.
You infer who he's talking about. You know.
Yes,
Yeah.
the her.
You know. The one that hangs from trees sleeping.
Master.
Hillary has, caught wind of everything that just happened. She's going to go sit next to Trist to make sure he can eat his ham in peace and not tripping him on reality.
Protect me. This is good ham, Valerie. Did you prepare this?
I didn't prepare it, but I just made sure it was easy to cut for you. More than a lot of.
Yes, the spices are exquisite. You did good.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Tender.
Valerie, go ahead and give me a
I love the flirting.
Give me
so good.
give me an intelligence check real fast, Valerie.
What?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Well, it's a natural 20.
That's
Oh shit!
Damn.
so. As much as I hate to admit, this food is seasoned perfectly. It is seasoned well. So, I mean,
Good.
it's actually rather delicious, despite Valerie not having a lot of experience with any kind of culinary delights of any form outside of just eating mostly raw people, from what you've seen. So, yeah, seasoned very well for everyone to enjoy.
No, don't tell Rogar this, but I think you're better at it than he is.
Perception check.
Scandal. Scandal. Rogar, you're still over there looking at the lighthouse like, what did he fall over?
Exactly.
Just kind
Okay.
of looking at the ground.
I
But
can wait for you anytime, Trip.
breakfast is had. Time
Yes.
passes. As everything is breaking down, you see Boars come waltzing up on his direwolf because, well, you know why. See,
You know why I'm here.
he gets up towards the top. Well, they haven't moved, but there's been a lot of activity on the deck. Not sure what's going to happen. What's the plan?
As I eat my pork. Boys, did I see that our skiff catch on fire last night?
Yes, the entire dock caught fire.
Right. So, unless you have a boat somewhere else, I assume we're waiting for them to come to us.
Well, you might want to hear what he has to say. And the turtle comes walking up with his drowned dad behind him. We attack now. I wait no longer. I retrieve my acquaintance.
Do you know of a way to get us over there, Ukul? Alive?
Come, we go now. And he begins walking down kind of the downward slope away from the cliff, down towards the beach.
I'm not questioning that. I'm just following because, oh my God.
I wonder
We-
if a couple of you could ride on his back, maybe.
I'm not going to do that to him or ask.
Yes.
I just don't know how he would respond.
Always got on his back.
Do you mind?
Dark
I'm a
and
little
swim. I
short
can
legs.
Oh man.
And says to stand up and look to Valerie. Valerie, you know how to swim.
How far out is the
Perfectly
ship?
and breathe underwater.
We're going to talk
You can
about
breathe
that in a minute.
underwater.
Damn it. You don't need to breathe.
Also true.
So we'll consider this not.
Valerie, do you breathe?
She doesn't need to.
Are you
She
alive?
doesn't need to.
Because we're following the turtle.
Yeah, I guess we're following. Is Boris following us, or is he staying with
Boris is
Zir?
I don't. One of the reasons why I stick to the farmstead is I don't swim. Most people around here don't either. It's more of a I don't want to bore you guys. Just go further. I will.
We are return, Boris.
Of course, I will protect the attendant until we can recover. Attendant Nazir, before you guys go, let's see if I can do this.
She's going to give us magic items.
No, she's not going to give you magic
Damn
items.
it.
Like Galadriel.
She's not going to give you magic
Hell
items.
yeah.
She is, however, going to touch each of you at some point.
And level us up.
And she takes some water, kind of sprinkles it across her hand, and then cups your cheeks as you come up. And all of you will receive 5 temporary hit points. Mhm. God damn it.
Wait, what does that mean though? Like you get extra 8.
So you can click on your health, and there's an option up there that says temp HP, and you just put in 5, and it will raise it. So you have your full health, and then you get 5 more. All right. So as she does so, I know it's not much, but may the lady bless you. Oh, and Rogar, this may not. Well, it could work for you. We do have. I do have this. I bless this. She's offering.
We're gonna take.
Grab
whatever
it.
it is.
This is the equivalent of holy oil.
Damn it.
I don't know who would want to use it, but you can.
I still have my original jug from her.
Mhm.
Of water, holy water, I guess.
Holy water. This is holy oil.
This is holy oil. Roger will give it to, I guess, Trist. Trist or Zoom, one of the spellcasters. Whoever wants it, I guess.
Holy oil can be applied to weapons.
Oh, is it like...
It's kind of like poison.
Okay. Well, then in that case...
Can it be applied to crossbow bolt tips?
You can.
Give it to Moog then. Give it to
Yeah.
Moog.
Either that or a rapier.
Or
Let's give it
someone's claws.
Yeah. She's already got magic weapons though. Her claws are magic
Oiling
weapons.
up her
now.
hands right before battle.
I'll give it to Moog and tell him that he can. Yeah.
Oh.
Tell.
Yeah, you have some holy.
I don't know how
oil.
many he can dip, but
I'm going to use the same rules as poison. So if you go to use basic poison, you can dip 3.3 pieces of ammunition or 1 weapon. So either one. So I'll do the same thing for all of these consumables.
Cool.
So you could dip 3 bolts. Now, once the bolt is expended, that's it. You know, that's why you take the risk. It is technically more powerful, but you take the risk of it just not working.
Yeah, a bit missing.
And the oil only lasts for a minute once it's coated on the ammunition moke. Okay. So, with that, I'm assuming you guys are following Ukul down to the beach.
yes.
You get down to the beach, and the first thing you notice, Ukul has raised 3 more drowned dead. There are 6 of them now. And he turns back. We go now. We have small party. Crush those inside. Retrieve Morag. Then we go separate ways. My debt is paid.
Where is your vessel?
We need no vessel. And as he turns around, he begins to raise his hands, and he's wearing like this, like kind of barnacle encrusted armor that you guys saw him fashion on before. He raises both hands up, and as he does, parts of the pools at the beach here of water begin to lift and raise. Small little bundles of seawater begin to raise up, droplets. And he turns back to the 5 of you. You shall receive the dredger's blessing. And he thrusts his hand forwards. And unless you choose to try to move, you're about to get hit in the face with whatever this is.
I'm gonna just hope for the best.
Moog?
I do not want to get hit in the face.
Okay. Moog, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Dex save. And not too bad.
I'm glad that this spell was wasted, Moog. As everyone but Moog gets hit in the face with this water. Moog very definitely moves. Why did you do this? He says. But the rest of you get hit in the face, and as you do, the seawater splashes, curls, and then shoves itself down your throat. You,
I don't like
and it
things
goes
being
down your throat.
shoved.
And as it does, suddenly you guys all begin to almost retch. Everyone except for Moog, who's kind of looking around, and then suddenly you
I didn't consent to this.
and seawater is actively pouring out of your mouths. Now, Velry, strange thing, Velry, this doesn't affect you whatsoever.
Well, crap.
However, at this point, he says, the big one will swim. The rest of you come. And they begin walking into the water. They just walk into the water.
Yes.
I can swim.
We'll walk into the water.
Velry walks in. Trist?
Yeah, walk in and I dive into the waves.
Okay. Rogar?
Rogar walks in.
How about Zoom?
Probably doesn't dive.
I'm going to tentatively walk in and just kind of, I don't know. Everyone else
Walking
seems
in
okay. with
very
it.
strangely.
Yeah, like.
And as you get past the point where you're holding your breath, I'm assuming all of you are holding your breath,
Yes.
except for Mo
And Velry.
and Velry. Velry doesn't need to. Velry, the water, and strangely enough, Velry, as Velry's walking in, the rest of you become sluggish in the water. Velry does not.
What?
She moves freely
She's magnificent.
as she begins to walk down here, and it appears Ukul is unaffected as he's fully submerged. The drowned dead also walking across the bottom of as the waves are crashing above you at this point as you're moving further and further out. There's almost no light whatsoever. So though all of you luckily have dark vision, so you can somewhat see ahead of you. Eventually, Rogar can probably hold out the longest. He has the highest constitution. Eventually, you guys are going to give out and just at least gulp for a breath. And as you do, you and you can breathe underwater right now. You do not have a swim speed, so you cannot move or fight underwater like you should be able to. The drowned dead appear to be unaffected, but they are walking along the bottom as well as Ukul. Moog, I don't know where the fuck you are. I guess you're up on the top somewhere. Thanks for ruining this.
Yeah, you're welcome. That's my job. Yep. That's what I do.
So Moog, I don't know what you're doing. You're up there. You're like, oh shit, what
swimming.
Happened? He's swimming on the surface. Moog's on the surface because you cannot come down here.
Because
no,
that's what I was told to do.
Yep, the stealthy approach.
People told me to swim.
The stealthy approach is ruined as Moog is swimming, and
I'm stealthy. I'm Michael. I'm Michael.
This I believe this is about 1,000-foot swim.
Yeah.
A seasoned swimmer, yes.
Yeah.
Moog Braja. We'll see how this goes, Moog.
And he's covered in hair.
We'll see how this goes.
Covered in hair.
He's covered in hair. He's got a crossbow. He has God knows how many weapons on him. Full armor. He's got several black powder guns with black powder shot. Who knows how much weight is weighing on this man as he is just... He's swimming out there. He's got it, guys. He's got it. He's not going to drown. He's going to be fine.
He's got 10-foot reach.
He's got 10-foot reach. Big ass on.
Jesus.
He is moving.
He just paddles the water.
Pushing some fucking water like you wouldn't believe. It's glorious. As you guys are moving towards the ship, Mo, go and give me an athletics test, Mo. Let's just see. And we're going to be doing several of these. Don't worry.
Athletics?
Yes, athletics.
Oh, good. Just an athletics check. Nice.
That's good. That's good. The first one's good. You're keeping up with the first one.
Yeah. Well, I'm pacing myself. I know I'm going to have to pace myself.
You're sitting there and Mo,
which gives me advantage on my athletics checks.
Sure. Yeah. Why not? No, it does not. It does not give you advantage on your athletics checks. But
if I pace myself?
No, it does not.
Yeah.
You're swimming forward and you see ahead of you the ship. You're getting close. Yeah. You covered about a third the distance. Everyone else underwater is having no problem here.
Of course.
It is, and I will say it begins at this point. The rest of you, you're starting to see a strange, it's almost like luminescent glow coming off of the drowned dead. Almost as if like the crustacean-like things that have been growing on them begin to emit some kind of light. The deeper you go, the darker it gets, helping light the way even better as you're moving forward. There are strange sea life that none of you have probably ever seen floating around you, moving coral, various forms of underwater plant life, things of that sort kind of down here floating away. The remnants of several smaller like skiffs, maybe rowboats, fishing vessels that have sunk long ago, nothing too big. And you just keep moving forward. And you're steadily following those ahead of you, because otherwise you'd be remotely lost. Then we have Moog on the surface. Go ahead and give me another athletics test, Moog.
All right. Ooh. Nice.
18. Now, Moog, I would like you to give me a stealth check at disadvantage.
I'm stealthy.
Sure. Well, you might be stealthy still. We'll see.
Disadvantage, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Rude.
A 9.
Terrible.
Moog, you're sitting there, you're like, fuck yeah, I'm making great time. You kind of look up and you hear, you can hear, you're about 200 feet, 300 feet from the ship. You're getting close. You're getting real close.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You hear, fuck is that? And you kind of look up and there's someone up in the crow's nest. Hi.
Damn it.
Right there. Right there. You see, huh? The hell is that?
Just a fish.
Moog with his 9 stealth is like, oh shit. You kind of look up, and then you see there's a few guys lined up. Fucking man out there.
Oh shit.
And I'm all like crunk from Emperor's New Groove in the water.
They're like, well, don't just fucking stand there. Aim, goddammit.
I'm gonna. Oh shit.
And Moog?
Yeah.
As well, we'll get to you in a second because the rest of the party is going to get to do some fun things. Mainly, the rest of the party at this point, you cover the remaining distance, and by that I mean you get to the point where Ukul finally stops, and he turns around, and he's not speaking. And I don't know if any of you have tried speaking. Have you? No, probably not.
No.
Okay. He doesn't speak. He just kind of motions with his hands up. And as he does, the drowned dead begin to grab a hold of the anchor and begin climbing it up. All of them one at a time. And Ukul just kind of floats up next to him. What are the rest of you doing?
Following
Okay.
Ukul.
Yeah.
Try to float, but if I'm not very good at it, I will use the anchor to kind of not get lost.
Okay. Kind of use it as a guide.
Rory's going to try to get on the opposite side of the ship that's facing the shore. So whatever side's facing the shore is trying to get on the other side of it. If he can float up. If he can't float up, he's using the anchor.
I don't know if
Is
you
it
can
the starboard
see it from
side?
this deep. Because
don't
if you'll remember, the weather was coming in. There's the sunlight's being blocked. I don't know if you
That's
can
true.
see the ship from underneath here.
Well, if I don't know. If I thought I could see the anchor from shore.
I'll see now when you couldn't see it from shore for sure.
Okay.
But I will say this: when you were getting closer, you might be able to distinguish, and then you could make your move at that point. But this deep down, nothing right now. So all of you are kind of going up this way. Velry, you are free to do as you will. You move much quicker than the rest of these individuals.
I'm gonna walk up the side of the ship.
Okay, so you're gonna get up. So are you basically taking point?
Mhm.
You're ahead of everyone else?
Sounds like it.
Valerie
Stealthily.
gets up. And then and so basically what it is she gets towards the surface and then flips around. The feet stick to the bottom of the hole. And she begins to walk up and out the side of the ship.
Tristan's just like, damn, that's creepy, but it's also
Valerie,
so cool.
as you breach the surface, you can see the first pitter patter of rain and the sounds of encroaching thunder. Moog, you definitely feel the raindrops beginning to cascade on you, and you're kind of floating there. Moog, my man, this is crunch time because people are about to start shooting at you as you're approaching the ship. So I need you to give me an athletics test first.
Okay.
Well, first, tell me what you're going to do. What are you going to do? You're about 300 feet away.
Right. Well, it'd be a little risky to try and take a shot while trying to swim. Also.
Yes. Yes, it will.
That'd be a lot of mechanics.
Yes, it is.
I could try and swim to the side of the boat. Do I see the anchor? Do I see any way to get up the side of the boat?
You do not see the anchor on this side of the ship.
Is there any kind of handholds or anything that I can tell from where I'm at?
There is some netting and some various things that you might be able to get a hold of, maybe.
So I guess I just have to keep swimming towards the boat.
Okay, I'm assuming you're going to be taking the equivalent of the dash action.
As many times as I need to. Yeah.
So you can cover. Unfortunately, you don't have a swimming speed.
Yeah.
So you can cover 30 feet around. That gives 10 rounds of withering fire.
Yeah.
As Moog begins to swimming as fast as you possibly can.
That's a hell of a distraction.
It is. It is a distraction. So the first volley's coming in.
Maybe I'm helping.
There's four guys. All right, boys. First one that sinks him fights for the rest of the night.
Jesus.
And they're gonna start taking shots at you, Mo.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Can I see the guys that are?
Not yet. This is before you even get to the surface.
Oh.
It's 23.
Ooh, if that's the case, while you're rolling those damages on Dan.
Yeah.
I want to, as Valerie is putting her feet on top of the hole or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
I want to, Triss is over there looking at her, thinking, that's kind of cool. Rogar looks over towards Triss and just shakes his head like. Continue damage with Dan.
Okay.
No.
There are 5 individuals on this on the deck that have rifles, and out of the 5, 4 of them hit, and 1 of them is a natural 20.
Oh fuck!
So,
good. Hey, you got 5 temporary hit points. You're gonna be
first
okay.
shot, 13 points of piercing damage. Second shot, 9 points of piercing damage.
Hold on. Let me die one swipe at a time here.
Mm-hmm.
9. Okay. All right, now, okay, what was the next one?
Okay. Third shot, 12 points of piercing damage.
Okay, and so why don't you go ahead and give me your critical?
Critical hit. Let me pull it for you.
Yeah.
Piercing damage.
I'm going to die, y'all.
Maximum damage.
Probably.
20 points of piercing damage. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
No, you don't, because I'm unconscious in the goddamn water.
Oh, no.
First volley.
I can't make a
And
Constitution
he's
saving
swimming,
throw
and then
'cause I'm dying.
he's Moog swimming. He's like, oh shit.
It's like fucking opening the Saving Private
Yep.
Ryan, man.
And he's just drifting, unconscious, towards the ship.
Can we see the explosions of gunfire?
You
And
cannot. I will say at this
you can't?
point.
Okay.
Oh no, you can't. No.
Okay.
Valerie, you're breaching the surface, and you hear people laughing, audibly laughing. Let's finish them off, boys. Let's make it. We could take our time. You hear shifting and movement as you begin to walk up the side of the ship.
Mm-hmm. I can only hear them. I can't see them.
No, you don't see them yet. You haven't gotten up to the top yet. What would you like to do?
How far away to the top or how far away till I could see them, you think?
I will say this isn't like a massive ship, but you're probably looking at somewhere around sitting in the water, maybe 20 feet or so toward the railing, if you're just right at the shoreline.
Oh, okay. I don't want to go after them and like jump in after Mo if it comes to it, I guess. But
it's up to you.
So I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go towards. See if I can sneak attack him, I guess.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a stealth roll. You do have advantage. $20, thank God, because there was a natural 1 in there. All right. Let me pull up my guys real fast.
Is Mo going to become one of Ukel's drowned men?
He just might. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Prize for my collection.
Let me pull up the deck here. And at this point, we might as well, before we get into anything else, because...
Well, let her kill the people on the deck first.
Well, I will say that with that, Valerie, you get to the top of the deck, and you see that there are about... From what you can tell, the immediate, just kind of look over, you see about 5 men just kind of standing at the opposite edge with rifles, just kind of casually reloading. You do see 3 more that look like they're beginning to lower down a boat nearby, some kind of like raft kind of like vessel, with a much larger, beefy looking hobgoblin next to them. And then you see at least 1 more person in a tower. So you're looking at the equivalent of... Oh, excuse me. There's more than that, actually. There are 13 people on this deck.
13?
Yes. So this is not going to be just a quick slap, stab, stab, or done situation. So for that reason...
5 of them were in the front, right?
Yeah, 5 of them, they're on the opposite side of the ship. Now, the ship is... While it's not a massive ship, it's also not a small ship. This is a full, almost like a galley sailing vessel, just a regular sailing vessel. It is heavily armed as well. You didn't see any cannons on the direction that you came up on. However, Valerie, there's a pretty good distance atop the deck here. It's not just going to be a quick. You're looking at least 60, maybe 80 feet or so of deck. Now you can move fast, so you can definitely close the distance, but this isn't going to just be an easy, quick run and gun kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
For that reason, as Moog is bobbing in the water like shark bait, we are going to end it there for the night. Bleeding out in the surf. While the rest of you are climbing up. Valerie's already towards the top, and the rest of you are beginning to finally breach the surface.
That's true. I mean, honestly, Valerie could take those 5 guys.
Of course she could.
So by the end of this, though, our death count's going to be like, I don't know, 80?
I'm not sure what's going to happen to you, Rogue. Not sure.
I'm saying we as a collective, me the player, not like dead-ass character. Royal we.
Well, it is what it is, Rogue.
Listen.
Sometimes shit happens. What can I say?
You know, it's usually my choices.
It is, indeed. Regardless, though, awesome game, guys. Up until the last little moment there. We got to see some interesting things.
Oh, you had fun. Shut your face. You enjoyed that.
I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Yeah, you did.
Thoroughly.
You dick.
But the rest of you probably a little stressed out. We'll see how this goes, guys. We'll see how this goes.
gonna be fine. I'm gonna be fine.
It's not my character floating in the
character.
ocean. Gunshot wounds.
Bobbing in the ocean.
Bleeding down in the ocean like an idiot.
Shit. Let's do favorite moments of the night.
6 pounds of shit.
For the rest of you. Let's start with Tristan Varel. Favorite moments, sir.
Apart from my natural ones and Valery's perfectly cooked ham, seasoned, I am curious if we ever had a statistician of who does the most damage between Valerie and Moog. I would love to see like a chart.
Like our box score
of the damage and the kills between Valerie and Moog. Whoever, I don't know who does more. Because Moog does all of his and like Moog just hits him hard with like one attack, and Valerie's is combining 30 points of damage through
every round. Consistent.
Oh, I would love to see that.
Wow. How about the Son of Amu? Favorite moments of the night?
I like the image of Zune dragging the tiefling through the tunnels, onto the hill, up the hill to the lighthouse. I enjoyed that. I also enjoy, Dan couldn't help himself.
Nope.
Everyone else was like, "We're gonna take it," and he's like, "I don't."
Nope. Nope.
Oh God. And they passed.
The god of chaos.
Yep.
Yeah. He couldn't help himself. He was like, Dan, you could do this. Everyone else is doing it. No. I refuse.
I refuse.
It was great.
It's great.
It was great.
It's great indeed.
I get to see him swimming out there like, oh, this is bullshit.
God damn it. They're doing cool things underwater.
You're a boag.
Exactly. I'm going to swim his ass out to the ship. Which, by the way, that's a long ass swim. That is a long ass swim.
I was like, pretty good up until the end.
Take you a few minutes.
So far just to get shot and killed. It's a weird way to commit
to the cause, y'all. Committed to the cause.
How about we hear from Zune? Or actually, you know what? I can't skip him over. Dan Decker. Mo, favorite moment of the night.
Well, usually it's plug and pulls, but I gotta say my own poor choices seem gonna lead to something, floating, let's say face down, like
it's face down. Of course, it's face down.
Yeah, face down, ass up. Yeah, and that's like we learned the dead man's float when we first started swimming. Shout out to the two left group. But yeah.
Yeah, indeed. Definitely one of my favorite moments. How about Zune now? Favorite moment for you?
Asshole.
Well, yeah, of course I love Moog's poor decisions, his poor life choices that have led to this moment, which is actually very tragic because it's worked out for him so far. All of his poor choices have somehow been a success. But I would have to say, I think the interaction Rogar, of course, has with Attendant Nazir. Just oh yeah, no, that's you. That's definitely you. Your description of that lovely moist tunnel that we made our way in with all that semen to the
all up
for at least 15 minutes.
All up in that tunnel.
All up in that. But I think that Belry's hunting skills and cooking skills, and then my favorite is probably Triss just blasé casually discussing everything that's going on like it's the weather while the Codfather's screaming about his livelihood burning down behind him. And you put so much emphasis and detail on it, and then he's just like, well, yeah, so next we need it's just so
anyways.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Fucking obviously couldn't put the fire out. I don't know.
No. So I had a great time.
I'm glad. How about Kayla? How about Valerie?
Well, Zoom said all of my favorite moments almost to a T. I was going to start off with the moist tunnel. And I also enjoyed Rogar's interaction with his attendant Nazir. And I enjoyed the fact that Tristan liked my cooking better than Rogar's.
Of course he would. Yes. Indeed.
What? Before you even said it yourself, bro, it was perfectly seasoned.
Perfectly seasoned. It's true. It's true.
What does Rogar do? He brings home nasty spiders, and
he does bring home some weird shit sometimes. But to him,
delicious.
To him, he's like, man, this is good food. This is protein.
Exactly.
You can eat this. It's good for you. Put some meat on those bones. Exactly. Maybe you'll be a suitable mate one day, Trist. One day.
Apparently, Rogar also doesn't understand, like the quantum realm of.
No, he does not. No, he does not. Way over. It's funny because you finally start talking to people about this weird shit happens to you, and it's the one person that just doesn't. He doesn't get it. He's just like, yes, of course. Yes. So I love it. That works out well. If I had a favorite moment, it was that final nat 20 shooting Moog in the back on the sea line, aim down.
You didn't miss any of those shots.
I missed one shot. There were 5 shots. And believe it or not, they don't have a very high hit chance. I was just rolling fucking hot there at the end. I don't know. It is not. I was like, surely he might get like maybe 1 or 2, but I was like, oh shit, all 4. Yeah. So he got fucked up.
4.
Yeah, impressive. Yeah. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Exactly. Shooting fish in a barrel. Who knew? Yeah, it's gonna be fine, guys. It's gonna be fine. It's all gonna work out fine. Dan is not gonna have to make a new character.
He's gonna become undead.
I can't smile. I can't. Oh,
listen,
let's let it go.
Gonna be invited back to the game.
Let's let it go.
I'm totally dead. I know I'm dead.
We'll see. You don't know. You could make your saving throw. Someone could swim to you.
Dude,
maybe.
They're gonna shoot me again.
Well, Velry's up there now. Maybe she'll stop them. Maybe. But regardless, though, that's going to be all the time we got for tonight. So hopefully you enjoyed the game. I know I did. I, of course, have been Jumbo Thick. Thank you very much for watching. This has been Emberfell Whispers from the Stars. And we are all looking forward to hearing from you. Do make sure to leave some comments down in the comment section to let us know what you think of the game and hopefully what we got coming up. So thank you very much. And we are looking forward to seeing you in the next one. Have a good day.